big fan from Dubai. Hi. Dubai. Never mind. I'm not gonna criticize anything. I'm just gonna criticize myself. And my notes, like my notes were really interesting. I noted, I've seen a pattern in my writing to myself, that I always put the date, timing, and where I am. And sometimes I put that, it's called somewhere. Let's say you want to create a mu'tamar, or you want to create a hadath for someone to have certain feeling or a certain attitude, or you just want to create something that would affect people. All right, either certain people, certain individuals. Let's say, let's say Trump is coming to visit Masr, and we're gonna meet him. What kind of setting are we having, and whatnot? So, anywho, so I always record the setting where I am, the date, time, شعرفة. In my writing, I've always had this pattern. I've never been super precise about people's names. Like if I want to talk about somebody's name, والله العظيم ثلاثة أنا طول عمري محترمة الحمد لله. If I want to talk about someone, I don't give him a name. I don't give him his real name. Even if I want to talk about my father or mother, right? Let's say for example, I want to talk about an incident that is extremely strong in my life. I don't put up. I put a rams. I put a symbol for this individual. So if anything happens to my work, if it gets taken or somewhere, it can be nobody's gonna know what's what and who's who and all this stuff. This is not gonna happen. It's kind of like I want to keep something to myself, you know. And it's funny because people thought that they know everything about me. In reality, they don't. And I just made them feel that they know me so well. All right? It is part of presentation. Some presentations, you have a barrier, you have a block between you and your audience. Some presentations have extremely fake, artificial crap. We don't need that. Those who are blessed with the talent to give a presentation that gives a little sense of, well, of course it's authentic, but it would give you a little sense of the narrative's mind, life, spirit. And like I would get a comment like, oh, انتي خدتينا معاكي في الرحلة دي، خدتينا معاكي في الفكرة دي، خدتينا معاكي في الأجواء دي. You took us with you. You had an influence on us. You حسستينا بكذا, right? You know, and the other comments by other people, like I always listen to a variety of different people. I can't just want the specific kind of people. خلاص مش it's not smart. Yeah. Other people would say, well, we know your life. We just see everything about you. Because we know how you're like and how you think and how you speak and what you're about. We just know you. It's like you're an open book. I'm like, okay, glad. I'm happy that you have this perspective. Others would say, oh my God, what do you have? What are you cooking? What kind of agenda do you have? Where is this going? Do you mean something by this? Is this a code? I mean, I've had the whole thing. It's really interesting. I haven't yet had people thinking that I talk to aliens or spirits. Like I haven't really heard that much. Even though I genuinely stated that I do believe in the spirit world. A couple of days ago, I don't remember. I was talking to you guys about Casper, my ghost. Yeah, it was the last video, right? It was the last video. Oh my God, I need to brush my hair. The last video I talked to you about Casper, my ghost. And it's just it's not even like a name that we created. It's the name of a movie, for God's sake. Casper the Ghost. العقلية المصرية برضو, I guess we're using the same thing. We're using movie quotes. يعني my family, or my sister especially, my sister and I, we use movie quotes, Arabic movie quotes, to communicate with each other. And so sometimes people don't understand what we mean because, and it's kind of fun. Yani, something about communication that makes others not really understand what you mean. Like, I want to talk to somebody right now across this platform, but I am not going to say his or her name. I am not going to text them. I'm not going to call them. I am not going to communicate with them by email, but nothing, zero. Like, this person is going to get my message right now by what I'm saying right now or what I'm doing right now without any official touched, tapped communication. This is, bro, this is sexy, honestly. This makes me feel like, woo, that's hot. What did she say? It's like a code. It's like a code. It's like coding. Coding. I like when I work with people or communicate with people, smart people, I like them to understand what I'm delivering without me giving them hints. I don't like giving hints. If I have to give you a hint, then because I believe something. Here's what I believe. It's one of the things I believe. So I believe that God created certain people who have in their hearts, like not hearts. In this area, remember I talked about this area right here, like this area right here. They have certain channels in this area per se, and they can communicate with each other through that kind of channel. All right, science would say it's telepathy. When you think about somebody at the same time and they think about you and blah, blah, blah. I mean, sometimes that happens or whatnot. Other people who are very studious in the Quranic eschatology and who want to understand the job of the jinn and the shaitan and like what they really do. Are they able to communicate information? Are they able to? Well, they're able to listen to us and see us, and we can see them, right? But are they able to go out there to, and I don't know, a shaitan or a genie of someone out there and communicate something, or just frustrate them if they hear like, hey, me and Sabrina are gonna have a good project tomorrow. We're gonna open this shop and this bakery, and then we're gonna donate half of it to with divorced women or single moms, what is it called? God, I lost it. What is it? Single moms. Yeah, single moms, or we're gonna just help people who don't have homes, especially women, right? And so we have good intentions and we're working on it, and then maybe or whoever's listening, our genies or our shaitans would listen, and then they would just all of a sudden go to Sabrina and get her in a very bad mood, get her to fight with her husband, get her to not function properly on the project we're working on. And so it would have an impact in a direct or indirect way because we have a good mission, we have a good purpose. And that's one of the reasons, like they were saying, I don't know if that's a dua or it's a quote, right? Now I understand, like when I was a little child, they would just give me all the Arabic sentences. The Arab is super hard to understand. Right, if I'm saying it right. All right, okay, what does that mean, Mom? If it doesn't mean, if I don't understand it, لو احفظي صم مش هنفذ. لو افهمي هطبق. يعني hopefully in our future think minds and think global and think brains and think tanks and think everything, think Masri, think everything. By the way, my Think Masri hashtag has been not stolen, but a lot of people started doing the same thing. Yeah. I'm not gonna, I can swear that, because I was the first person in the Middle East, in the whole world actually almost, that normalized media through social media. I can swear that they started taking that to the next level, those big companies, big tech companies, because they're just thieves. They're not creators. They just steal ideas. They know how to steal ideas. Bro, been there. Saw like how they work. Okay, so, I mean, they capitalize on stuff. Because one other thing, حاجة كمان أنا متأكدة منها دي 1,000,000%. And oh my God, thank God for the Quran. مليون%. That again, when you get an idea, a light bulb comes off, right? A light bulb comes off your head, your mind, and then you get an idea that's fruitful for people, that will cause some kind of benefit for people, yourself and others, yani. That seems that it doesn't exist right now, or that nobody's really thinking about it. Let's remember that we had a salaf, we had other civilizations, previous civilizations that had ideas and technologies and everything, right? Like Columbus didn't discover America, for heaven's sake, no. Like, it's, God said, again, back to the Quran Kareem, God said that He's the one who taught the human. He said it precisely, al-insan. He didn't just say Adam, Muhammad, Yusuf, Sulaiman. He said al-insan. Right? افتح Quran and see it. This is my everything. تعرفين الناس اللي هي مثلا معاها، انا معايا عقد الشقه، انا معايا عقد الفيلا، انا معايا عقد النصيبه سوداء، او انا بقى معايا عقد الحياه كلها في القران الكريم. Right? Get the Quran Kareem and just open it. What surah was it? Help me out, Sabrina. Ar-Rahman. Yep, Surah Ar-Rahman. You know what? I would take this video for your child. I would, if my child is here, I would teach him. And I'm okay with not having children. It's okay. It's fine. He wants me to do something else. See, this also makes me think that, all right, my desire is to be a loving wife with a child, and his desire is to be a loving public figure with a camera. And then I want to do this. Me wants that loving relationship, that intimate, loving, private little relationship. But God is like, well, right now you're having this relationship. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna fight with me? Are you gonna oppose? Are you gonna tell me leh? Or is it time that you understand me right now and you this is called Islam, submit. Because I'm not giving you a husband or a child right now. I'm just gonna give you beauty and camera and a brain to speak. Are you gonna sit there and say all the girls my age right now are divorced? But it's like, يعني المصريات بيعملوا كده. All the girls my age right now are married and divorced and they have kids and like, are you gonna sit there and say that to yourself, May? Or are you gonna sit there and say all the people in the media my age, I should have been au pair for? Are you gonna do all the things that will distract you from your message? And part of your message is working super hard on yourself to accept, this is Islam, accept, submit to His will, ask Him, I'm asking, and get the good thing out of it. And I feel like اخترت أم لا أختار, I lived that phase, ya Sabrina. Didn't work. This I want to be like, what is it called? Zahid phase. Nah, it's not gonna work. It's a trick. It's a brain trick. It's a brain trick that tells you, all right, you really be a Muslim, like يعني هو لا اله الا الله, like you really want to submit, girl, say اللي انت عايزه. And then life happens and God comes to you in so many ways and tells you, hey, you have a free will. لو انا كنت عايزه اخلقك مستسلم 24 ساعه من غير اراده شخصيه ومن غير ما تعوز ومن غير ما يبقى ليك اختيارات, كان زماني خلقتك ملاك وقلت لك يلا اسجد لي طول الوقت واعمل لي اللي انا عايزه اعمله خلاص. او شجر وقلت له سبح بحمدي طول الوقت. او البحر ده, كان زماني خلقتك مخلوقات بتاخد اوامر فقط. بس انا خلقتك مخلوق تخلفني, مش تجادلني, ممكن تخلفني, تسألني زي ما إبراهيم سأله, right? تخلفني. You're gonna do my job بس on earth. You're really good. You're my best creation. I gave you from my soul and I taught you بنفسي بالقلم. أنا God, I taught you بإيدي. I taught you بنفسي. So لو حد جه يضحك عليك ويقول لك أصل هارفارد اللي علمتك ولا فلان اللي علمك ولا فلان اللي علمتك, well, guess what? God taught us. So back to my theory that God is not gonna teach أحزاب الشيطان ملك الأرض وعلم الأرض. بأمارة إيه? There's a verse in the Quran Kareem that speaks about that. He said it. He said, that's the translation. He said, no, he did not allow Shaitan and his clan or Shaitan Iblis Jinn, he did not allow them to witness على خلق السماوات والأرض, witness the creation of this land, of this world. They do not know how fire comes. They do not know, because you know how you can get scientific proof that they don't know how fire comes? In another surah, subhanallah. Oh my God, I love this. I'm actually really happy I did this video. Oh, يا رب شكرا.